Okay. I think we are live. Good evening,
Yeah.
ladies and
Good
gentlemen.
evening, everybody. Welcome to the Power Hour. I'm not your
Yeah,
host. Mary
welcome.
Kay is your host. Yeah, I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here. It's a pleasure having you because
Thank you, thank you. Merci beaucoup.
yeah,
Merci
you
beaucoup.
gracias. You have truly inspired me in many ways.
Oh,
And
thank
since
you.
yeah, I've known you, so I want to give you the stage. So this is Ben, by the way, Ben, and he is an entrepreneur, done a
Thank
lot,
you.
and now an
Thank-
author as well. So,
Yeah.
exactly. So, I'm going to give you the stage so you can talk about, okay, his latest book is Kitchen Debate. And all of us, whether you realize it or not, all of us have been in a situation where we've had debates and we've had conversations
Right,
in
right, right.
our kitchen. Exactly, in our kitchen. If only they can record it, if they do, we're all in trouble. Oh, we're all in trouble. Yeah, but this is something that we all do. We talk about things and we debate, and the fact that your book is called Kitchen Debate is very, peculiar to me. But we're gonna go to the beginning because I want to know more about you, and I'm sure other people would also want to know more about you. So you are going to have to tell us now about you can't have
About me. Okay. Uh, I'm supposed to speak now, isn't it? Oh yeah. What about me? So my name is Ben Omage, ain't it? Ben Omage is a content creator, content manager, media consultant for a company called Sila Pro. Of course, also since in the realm of media consulting, I also ventured into consulting for other companies such as Everett and then Joe Spaces as well. All in the UK, by the way. So, but Sila Pro, of course, is in Nigeria. I'm Nigerian. I live in Nigeria at the moment. I love Nigeria, my country. Yes, as an author, yeah, an author. Yeah, I started writing all my life. I've been writing, anyways. So, pretty much in my preschool, secondary school, they call it in Nigeria, and then into the university. Right at where I wrote proper wrote editor, publisher, Pro Magazine, from Pro Magazine, did a media show on radio, three radio stations altogether called Customers, my customer and I, along with my partner, who is actually the lead partner, Timmy and Lenny Doe Joseph. Yeah, so we did that show. So yeah, but for proper writing, of course, I write scripts for movies and all that. But proper writing for as an author, a book. I've written three books, but this is my debut in terms of publishing it. I've been writing, like I said, all my life, but this is the first one that's gone out. So, uh, the book Kitchen Debate. Actually, if you look at the book, if you've getting the book, go get the book. You get the book. You will see Banter Around the Atlas, book one. So this is book one, the kitchen debate book one, and it's titled, subtitled Banter Around the Atlas because it's an introduction to the kitchen debate, which is going to be a series, hopefully by God's grace. Um, so the book has a story background set in the after the Second World War. Um, you think it's all about the Second World War, but you're not knowing that it has other things, other wonderful things along the way, other intriguing things along the way. You just creeps into your face while you're reading. You just be wowed or taken back like that. Why? Now the family is set up in uh, uh, um, West London. What you call Walthamstow, right? Uh, Waltham Forest, somewhere. That's where the family is set. Yeah. So they have a butler who is an English butler, by the way, but this is an African family, Nigerian family, and so on and so on and so on and so forth. There's a family, kids, and all that. But that's the part of the story. That's the minute part of the story. Now, the story in the book, The Kitchen Debate, begins and ends, or rather, this series in the kitchen, like you see the name, the title. Kitchen Debate begins in the kitchen. I don't want to let it all out. You will see the family, but when you get into their kitchen, like they say in local parlance, when you
So
get into
much
their
going
kitchen,
on in the kitchen.
a lot happens. And it's not just cooking, and it's not about cooking. Kitchen debate, in historical terms, reflects, there's a story in history, American history, where a world history. Mikhail, no, Khrushchev, that's his name, Nikita Khrushchev, and President Nixon, they had a debate, right? That's the popular word that's become the kitchen debate about whose technology, whether Russian technology or American technology, which is better. That's what's the historical balance for kitchen debate. But in my own rendition of it, I borrowed the term for the title, but I also borrowed the time in the character. The debates were on, there were banters about world leaders, and in my book, world leaders, British world leaders, American world leaders, African world leaders, all in the book. But you
Yeah.
just have to go and fix the jigsaw puzzle yourself. Whoever is reading the book, you go and fix the puzzle. You will not know that they are world leaders unless you know that they are world leaders. Let me put it that way.
So where can people find the books? Where can they buy it?
Oh, good. It's online. It's in every store where you find good books. Particularly, you see the Amazon. Amazon, which I mean, for the global audience, Amazon is everywhere. Everyone can reach Amazon. So it's on Amazon.com. Uh, just type in kitchen debate. You see the book. I thought you were displaying the cover or something, but anyways.
Yeah, I've got the cover. Don't worry,
Okay,
I'm going
so
to display.
it's on Amazon. It's on Lulu. So I'm sure Lulu is also global. So on Lulu, it's on Amazon, it's on Lulu. It's going to be on Google soon. Google bookstore. For my African audience, particularly my Nigerian brothers back home, it's in Seller.com. There's a soft copy. There's also a hard copy. Of course, it's everywhere.
Yeah, and of course, also you have it on your website, right?
Yeah. Oh, yes. You see on my website. Website meaning my socials. The links are on my socials. Yeah. You check out my bio on TikTok. You see on my bio there the link to get it. On Facebook, the link is on my bio to get it. You see the adverts there. You see to get it on X. That's what they call Twitter now,
Twitter.
or formerly Twitter. Yeah. You see it there. Also, you see on Instagram. Yeah, all on
Yeah.
my bio. Yeah, Ben Omage. Let's go, Ben
Yeah.
Omage. Yeah, you see there.
I had to literally find out, making sure that I can pronounce it. I don't want to butcher anybody's name. I don't want to butcher anybody's name when people come for me like, it's not like this, it's like that.
It's just 5 words, man. It's 5 words. Easy to pronounce.
Yeah, of course I know Ben I, but I wanted to make sure. So. make sure the Omage, I get it correct. I don't want anybody coming from my head, though. I beg.
Like who?
Anybody, sometimes this internet stuff, you don't know. People take
Well,
stuff
you're
like,
you're safe. Well, definitely, you're safe.
thank God, thank God, thank God for that.
Yeah,
So, thank you so much for that. But I
yeah,
know beyond that, you also have several ventures. You're an entrepreneur. You have
yeah,
several
yeah,
ventures that
yeah,
you have
yeah,
been doing since, I would say,
yeah,
2000, since I've known you, 2000 and maybe 13, 14, something like that, right? And
yeah.
you have been relentless when it comes to this. So can
Thank you, thank
you,
you. Well,
you
I'll take it as a compliment.
are you
Yeah.
coming for me?
Okay.
Don't make
I
me
think it's a
run
compliment.
there.
Well, basically, I do. No, 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 no. I'm not coming from here. No. Uh, I do very much content designing. Yeah, that's what's actually what led me to my education debate, actually, partly. Okay, let me just quickly put this out there. I wrote a book, Dear Little Me. It's also out there on lulu.com. That's actually a co-authored book with Omenisa Oruma. Yeah, I co-authored the book as well. Just before my debut, my solo debut, which is Kitchen Debate. It's also out there. You can go get it. Um, yeah, yeah. Means content creation, big consulting. I create events. So, like, I have one with Mrs. Mary Kay here. We have one working on. We've been the one the works. Uh, Create styles, events. We create. That's my. So when I say we, I mean my company. We create also
Can we have the
uh,
name
uh,
of the company?
movies. Yeah, of course, Silla
Sila
Productions.
Pride?
It's actually the two. The Silla Pro, which is the consulting company, Silla Pro Limited, as a consulting company.
Taylor Productions, which is the production company. Yeah,
Who be that?
yeah. So Silla Pro is the company that does the creativity. That's actually the company that co-produced this book, Kitchen Debate. They co-published it. Silla Pro Limited, they co-published it. Um, we do also consulting jobs. For instance, we'll be speaking about distribution, movie distribution, because that's what we do in Stuttgart, Germany, for an event coming up November the 6th all the way to 20th. I'll be speaking right there concerning movies and creative stuff, just creative stuff. Yeah, of course, the
Yeah.
books to my German friends, the books will be out there for sale live. Also, we will be doing, we have been doing distribution works, getting movies into cinemas all the way in the Odeon cinema through Greenwich by my friend company I consult for, which is Everett's. Shout out to Mark Adegbeshi and Henry Ko. Henry is the CEO. Yeah. So yeah, Henry's a Ghanaian, by the way. So yeah, we I work with them as African representative. So we do taking movies, Nollywood movies into the sector, having them premiered, having them circulated within the UK and the European circuits for cinema distributions. Yeah, I've been doing that as well. What else do
Yeah.
I do? Pretty much, yeah. Sometime down the line, you perhaps get to hear one or two songs from me. I'm gonna come
Yeah,
out with the
yeah.
songs. I was
Talking about that, no, that is something as well that surprised me
say
the
what
other day.
I can hear you.
I said talking about that surprised me the other day.
Ada Ada.
I,
Did you say Ada Ada?
I said no, I said talking about that. I was surprised because
Oh, you're surprised.
yeah, I'm so used to you just being this business
Your
minded
microphone has gone down a
person.
bit. Can you hear me? Your microphone has gone down a bit though.
Let me bring it forward. I
Okay.
said, talking about music, that surprised me the other day when we were talking, and
I
you
can't hear
said,
you though. I can see her. I still can't hear you.
ah,
Your voice is a bit faint. You didn't mute your mic.
okay, let me just find. No, it's not. It's not. Can you hear
Yeah.
me now?
Still the same way, but I
You just
think
talk.
perhaps
I
it's
can
the.
hear you.
But you can hear
Uh,
me loud and clear.
can you hear me now?
Okay, I can. I can hear you. I can hear
Okay,
you.
okay. I said, talking about that, the other day I was quite surprised when you talked about music because I've known you to be this business person, you know. But that just shows that we, as people, right, we can be very versatile. We can do
Yeah,
this.
versatility. Yeah.
Exactly. So you don't have to be stuck in just one situation. And for that, it's really good. It's a good example to the youths that are coming up to know that you can be versatile. You don't need to just be stuck in one situation. And
I'm just
you
wondering why your microphone is
can
low. It used to be loud before. It was really loud before when we started the show.
hold on. Let me adjust my volume. 1 second. I want to make sure that I don't have anything else that is not connected to anything else. 1 second. All right. Is that
Okay.
better? Is that better? Can you hear me
Okay.
now
Okay.
better?
We could do with that. We could do with that. Let's just go.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, this technology may God help us. May the good Lord help us. Well, I was just saying that it's good that you've been able to demonstrate that versatility, that you don't have to be stuck in just this or that. So that's why the other day when we were talking and you was talking about music, I was like, music, because I'm just used to you being a business person. But thankfully, now I'm able to understand that no, it's not just that you can maneuver and you can do things and you can go to the other lane if you need to, and not just be stuck in one place, because usually people put you into a box and they expect you to remain there.
Yeah. Thank you so much. You know, you can do so much. As a creative, you can do so much. But it's good to unveil them as time goes, if you know what I mean. The time keep you just keep unveiling them. It's like the jigsaw, a better way to put it, uh a domino. When you push a card in the domino game, you know the first one is just the only one that you pushed. The others will fall into line and fall in the same way. So yeah. um I started up as I started off as a performing artist, though. Even the creatives, you will know that. I need to tell you about that. Started off performing artist. Then went on to, being a creative artist, right? Being a creative artist. So I believe that creativity helps, helps you, to bring out all the forms, all the gifts you have inside of you. So for me, it was an opportunity to recreate myself, and I'm going back now to performing. Yeah. But yeah, the world, watch out for me, world. But basically, for now, it's all about kitchen debate. We're promoting that. We're making it good. Making it come alive. And of course, someone is asking me on the launch. I don't know. There's a lady who was part of the the people who took the sections at the lunch, online lunch. I don't know if you know her. She's inside in London. She's the esteemed lady
Yeah, if
Doctor
you send
Juanette
me the
Peters.
information, I'll definitely
So
pass
what?
it on. I said if you send me the information, I'll definitely pass it on. And
Oh
if
yeah.
you would like to
Okay. Yeah.
do
Yeah. I'll send you the information. But
launch in the UK in London, that would be fantastic.
Well,
It
let's
really
not talk
would.
about why you didn't show up for the lunch. Let's leave that side. Anyways, but yeah, she I was going to say something about her. Yeah, she took a line from the book, and it was so wonderful. She was thinking that I was going to make a movie out of the book. I said yes, the movie is coming out of it. Watch out for it. No, it's not me now, because that
No,
movie.
but I definitely think that that is something that should
Yeah, the
take
book has that feature. It has that feature.
place.
It does have it.
Because it's so relatable. It is very relatable because these are things that anyone and everyone goes through. So it's very relatable. You can literally identify yourself with any of the characters or any of the situations going on, and it's non-judgmental. It's just the way it is, and I think the way you wrote it is like a therapist, somebody that has been on the other side. And so many of us we've gone through different situations, sometimes even things like grief, and people don't really think that, oh, that's something that can affect people because it's cultural, right? That you should just do whatever, forget about it, and go about your business. But at the end of the day, that's not how it works. It does not work like that. You are carrying this burden with you, right? Until you are able to release and be able to just have that confidence to move forward. So it's not something that's easy. And I know for you as well, what was your experience in terms of like writing? Did that affect you in any way?
Well, it's perhaps just the way the world works. The world really works in such a way that for you to be able to go beyond the barriers that culture and the stereotypes of culture put before us, you need to think deep. Then take a step at a time, because of course there are hurdles to cross. There are many battles to fight. So but one thing is certain: when you conquer one, or when you take a step and you're out, like just for instance, now, like I've not written or published a book before, but now I have the kitchen debate out. as my own book, and that opens the door for me to write or more opportunities to write. So I think that for creatives, I think just like even life generally for anyone, whether you're creative or not, there'll always be challenges in life, and when you step out, you just have to step out. You won't say because there are challenges, or you won't say because there's a lion in the street, you won't go out. You you can't stay indoors, isn't it? You can't stay indoors, isn't it? You have to go out. So yeah, going out helps you to conquer the fright. There's always going to be fright. Everybody's always scared, but stepping out affords you the opportunity to conquer. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think we have
Yeah,
to go out anyways.
yeah, I think that is brilliant because just as you say, we have to take that step. And especially when you have kids, because they need to be able to realize that, you know, that when a child is learning to walk, for example, right? They're not gonna just stop because they fell the first time, they stumbled or whatever. So they say, you know what? That's it. I'm going to crawl for the rest of my life. Yeah, so you never
Uh,
get.
but does that mean? Let me ask you the question. Does that mean that parents shouldn't trade up the child the way the child should for opportunities? Does that mean that? Does that mean that parents?
No, I think you need to, based on my experience, nobody's perfect. Nobody's a perfect parent, right? All of us are just trying. Thanks be to God. We're just trying and surviving. But based on my own experience, think you just have to let a child learn. They have to go through that experience and learn from it because that is how we were brought up. Uh, I always tell my kids that, I'm not going to sugarcoat you. And they're always like, but mommy, we don't even have enough sugar. That's what they say. They're like,
No,
mommy,
parents go with parents, and kids are always going to be kids, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. They're like, but mommy, are you gonna sugarcoat us? We don't have enough sugar. That's how they think. But I always explain to them that no, that's not what that means. It's just that I'm not going to just give you, for example, if you're doing somebody just gives you the answer instead of them letting you actually explore and find the answers for yourself. you know so for me, I feel like we just, especially as parents, we have to let our kids explore, but we also have to be there to guide them because they might not know, especially when you're in this part of the world. They might not know certain things. Just like when I told my twins, like, about sugar coat, and they think we need sugar. So, you see, we have to be able to really guide them. And I think that is one of those things that we have to do. But
But speaking of guiding, would you like your son or your daughter now to become writers, to become authors?
if that is what they want to do, I will support them 100%.
Okay. You're pretty much pretty much westernized already. So
Oh my God, don't say that. What does that mean? So,
no,
what
back home
is
in Africa, I'm
Yeah.
very sure you're conversant with this. In Sierra Leone or in Freetown or in Lagos, I'm very sure that any parent who wants to, whose child wants to be a writer, they'll beat the hell out of the child. I don't know if that's, it's not a lucrative thing. That's the same way football was, back in the days. But now I'm very sure every African child, because of involvement, because of uh, the, the the news about the dividends of footballers, every child wants their child to go play in Wembley, isn't it? To play in the FA Cup final.
Of course, yeah.
But back in the day, it wasn't lucrative. It wasn't
Not
like
at
that.
all.
So I think
Not at all.
with new generation becomes new. What's the word? New generation becomes new involvement, or with the involvement in
Evolve,
generations, we
yeah.
get new things.
People get more evolved.
People are now believing in being a writer, believing being a footballer, believing this and all that. Well, I think the world is just evolving, and it won't stop evolving.
Yeah, I think the world is gonna keep doing that, but I think as parents, right, all we can do, we are no longer in control, you know. So now what we can do is to just guide them from the very beginning for them to know right from wrong, right? And then from there on, they can make their own decision. There's nothing you can do to change that. The way that we feel right now, right, as parents, that's the way that our own parents felt. That's the same kind of way that they felt like, they can control us. We're all going to this. Especially remember at that time, technology was being introduced, right? And that is not something that they were used to. So they all thought we were all going to just, you know, God knows what they thought we were all going to be. But all you can do is to guide your kids through all of this, because you can no longer be in control in that sort of way. No, the same. That's the it goes through generations. Our parents went through that, and then we are now going through that. Our kids are going to go through that, because imagine the way technology is like now. Imagine the way it will be in, God knows, the next decade. We think that we are dealing with something, but they are going to be dealing with a whole lot more. So for me, I feel like there's nothing we can do but to guide our kids. We can't change it, because we cannot be in control 24/7. They're going to go to school. They are going to be exposed, right, to other kids. They're going to be exposed to different things that we cannot control. All we can do is to guide our kids and teach them so they know wrong from right. That's all we can do. We cannot change what is happening. It is going to keep
But
happening.
if we I advocate for a certain measure of control, if you like, because with the way the world is going, if we don't exercise that that small opportunity or measure we have, you just might lose your kids.
So when you say control, in what way? What
And
what? What are your suggestions?
You raise them up the normally you raise them up the way you want them to be raised, right? But then at certain age, I think it's age. The age gives a kind of guide. At certain age, you can allow certain things to them. You get, and that's the measure of control. Certain age, you begin to release the things that they can handle to them based on your understanding. Because I think parents need to read wide, you know, to know about what's happening, know about new trends and how to deal with it. Yeah, because the kids are really going fast, and society is not helping. Society is giving them what to run with. So parents need to run with them so you can catch up at their speed. So you release to them what you think they can handle at the time. For instance, you can't give a 5-year-old your Lexus. What would a 5-year-old do in the
Yeah.
Lexus car to drive it? So if even if they gifted the child, if the child is gifted with a Lexus by anybody, you keep the car or you sell the car or something, you know, because
Recently,
number one,
yeah,
the
there
child is
was
not licensed to drive.
recently, yeah, recently
Exactly.
there was
So
a boy that got, crashed and everything, saying that
exactly.
he was not able to control the car because it was given the car the demands, but the car didn't really compute, and it went to the point that it crashed.
Yeah, yeah. Really sad. So I believe children should be guided. Yeah, guide them. Let them watch the right things. Let them look at the right things. Give them the right role model. We begin with you. You should be the first role model, and you don't force your role model on them. They should naturally get it. They should naturally get it that my dad, my mommy, this is a good role model. They would know.
Yeah.
I think they will know if you set yourself in that mode early enough, they would know that this is a good mommy, good daddy to model my life. I like mommy, I like daddy, stuff like that.
That no, that is really brilliant. So, in terms of like kitchen debate, how did you come up with the title?
The title,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, basically, like I said, um, I was on holiday at the time, and I came to the UK, so I was in that. In fact, the characters, like you said, the family actually they lived in the same place I lived when I came to the UK. So the character in the book. So I looked at the society, and I looked at Africa, where I was coming from, and look at global politics at the time. Then I decided, man, the whole world is in some kind of argument. Then I said, who's leading the argument? Then I said, prominent people. Then I said, politicians. You get. Then I now looked first of all to get the title. Then I look about what's synonymous with debates. Then in history. Then I went back to history and say, oh, it's a good title. Nobody has written on it before in this context. So, because my book is a bridge between George Orwell's Animal Farm and there's a movie. I don't know who did the movie. Bugs Lightyear. You seen that movie?
No, yeah, but like, yeah,
Yeah,
but
to infinity and beyond.
yep,
I think just my book is
was
a cross
like,
between.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know the title of that book. Oh, Toy Story. That's it.
yeah, Toy
Toy
Story.
Story. Toy Story. That's the name of the
Yeah,
book and name of
yeah,
the film. So my
yeah.
book is a cross between. I got inspired by both. So yeah, so I
Okay.
I took the idea to say this. And if you look at those two materials, there's a lot of banter in them, a lot of arguments in them, a lot of back and
Definitely.
forth. So I just decided that's it. The book is going to be about back and forth in the political sector, in the economic sector, in the global politics, global economics. That's why if you look at the book, You see a lot of banter in my book, a lot of arguments in my book, a lot of humor in the book. Yes, a lot. It's very funny because I made light serious issues in global politics, things like terrorism, things like banditry. I made things like bad politics, Middle East crisis. I made light of it. I made light of it. That's
But
the idea of the book.
yeah,
I made
for
light of people like Donald Cameron, the activities of Tony Blair, the activities of Theresa May, all in the book. I made light of their role, not everything, the key issues that characterize their political life. I made light of it. So yeah, that's how the book came about.
yeah, because I was just about to ask, right? Especially in a situation right now that the world is in, with so many wars and all of these things that are going on, like making light of certain things. Do you think for people that will read the book, do you think they are also going to make light of what is going on, and why did you choose to go that route of making light of this? Because obviously we know people are dying, people are being killed, and there's so much that's going on when it comes to all of this conflict that's going on.
Yeah, the world needs a lot. We need to make like the world in itself is too hot. You look at global warming now, for instance. The world is under global warming is an issue. I made a case for it in the book. The characters talked about it as well. The characters, the dramatis personnel, as they say, talked about it. The world is so hot, so we need to take it ease, take a chill pill, like they say in America. So I did something. I play around with the situations, brought out the truth from them, and made humor from them. That's what I did, so people could laugh and not stress out. Even the current Middle East crisis going on currently, I made light of it, so people could just laugh and not be too serious. I made light of that situation as well. So I think that the world currently is too hot. It's good. People could grab a book and read. Grab a book and read. And yes, you just might come across the crux of the matter that you are facing in your life, or that's your society, your country is facing, or your nation is facing, or your region is facing. Yeah, you just might come across it and you see there that it's not as serious as it is. Perhaps if global leaders will read my book, perhaps there will be no war. They'll be at ease. There'll be some peace around society. So yeah, I believe that. I believe that people, the world is too hot. Let's take it easy. Let's take it easy. The world's too hot for us. We can do better. We can do better. And love one another. We can do better by treating one another nicely, treat one another with compassion and with love. And be more empathetic towards global issues. Global leaders need to be more empathetic and not take things too serious. I believe that if we consider the next continent, the next nation beside us, there'll be no crisis, there'll be no war. I believe that if we if we consider one another, we'll be able to trade with one another. I mean, doing business. So yeah, I believe these things. So I believe that that's what the kitchen debate really seeks to bring out there to the fore, that people understand that the world as it is, if it's too hot, just might get consumed. Take a chill pill. Just take a chill pill.
They
Let
always say,
things go the way it should go.
if if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen.
There's heat in the kitchen.
They always say that if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Yeah, of course. The kitchen is where you cook, isn't it? Yeah. So,
Exactly.
so,
Uh,
so if that's where we cook, if that's where we cook, then maybe that's the idea. Maybe I didn't get that idea, but now you're bringing it out. You know,
yeah,
if that's where
you better get my check ready
maybe
and
maybe if we
pay me
take
for my idea.
yeah,
So the
perhaps
next
you
the
get your
next
check. Don't
week,
worry.
you better just let
maybe
me know.
maybe
So
if we take the matters more easy, the world will
uh-huh.
not be in hot soup. Like you know, will
Nope,
not be hot soup.
nope. If you can't stand the heat,
But the book
don't.
is not all about cooking, though. It's
Yeah,
not
I know,
practically
but I'm
cooking.
just saying, if you can't stand the heat, don't eat the food.
So what?
Generally, generally. So it's not just about the actual, it's a metaphor, basically. So it's
Yeah,
not
there's a metaphor.
specifically
Exactly. You're
about food.
correct. You hit it.
Yeah,
You hit it. It's a lot of
it's a
metaphorical
metaphor.
um
Exactly.
nuances in the book. Yeah,
Mm-hmm,
because
mm-hmm.
I don't
So
want to
you
say. Okay,
just
let me
know
just
if
say this
you
much.
can't stand the heat,
Most of
yeah.
the characters in the book are not humans.
So now alien,
This
now
is interesting. People should go and see for themselves.
aliens.
And you will not know the characters is who unless you read the book. Is almost a mystery, but it's not a mystery. It's almost a mystery. If you know
Don't
about,
worry. I'm
if you
going
read
to be doing
newspaper,
my own
if
review.
if
I'm
you read
going
the
to,
newspaper very well, you'll be able to spot the characters. If you know about your country, your continent very well, you'll be able to spot the characters, and you'll be able to spot the issues. If you know about history very well, you'll be able to spot the issues that I'm talking about in the book. And there are popular issues that happen every year. They happened. Okay, let me just give you one issue. The issue of the Gulf War, where you had um,
oh yeah.
uh, oil politics, the politics of crude oil, or we
We
had
also
George W.
need
Bush.
to
Was it? It's in the
actually,
book. It's in the book, but
state
it's
the
I play
meaning
light
of
about it.
Gulf War because there's some people that
Yeah,
don't think
I play light
this
about it. It's not.
why is
I didn't
people
make it
fighting
serious. I made it
over
very
Gulf.
light. I made it very light. Yes, so that people can enjoy the book. I made it light about it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Sometimes we need that. You need that contrast, right? It's just like you can't have it too hot, too cold. You need a balance.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
think that's what that provides, which is
yeah.
a balance. So I would say kudos to you, sir. And you know, keep going,
I
keep
did try.
going.
I tried my best. Yeah, well, that's why I wrote the book for all of y'all. I mean, everyone needs to enjoy it.
Of
So
course,
yeah.
I'm going to be doing my review and reading it out loud. Of course, I'm going to be doing that. My mom's in the comment section. My mom's like, hello to you and also to me.
Okay. Is our time up?
No, I was just saying that my mom, I just noticed, I saw
Okay.
a
Okay.
message.
I guess it's time to go, isn't it?
No, we'll wrap it up, but yeah, I want to just really thank you for coming on my platform and for us
Thank
to
you.
have
Thank you.
this discussion. Display the title of the book on the screen. Yeah, the problem is they've changed everything. My mom said to display the title, which I plan to do. But these people have gone ahead and made changes. Now, if I change, it's going to change the entire title. But don't worry, mommy. When I post the video, I'm going to edit and I'm going to put the link to the book, the direct link to the book. Uh, Is kitchen debate. Kitchen debate. But I'm going to put the link there. They
Thank
have
you.
their settings, so
Thank
it's
you very much.
to work it out. No, thank you for being here. And I want to just congratulate you on your hard work, not just with the book, but with everything that you've been doing throughout the years. Uh, and just keep going, honestly, keep going. And I know sometimes it's not easy. You might want to give up, but just keep going. You are doing a great job, and
Thank you.
it's great, to see a brother doing, achieving what and just going through that path. And you've always been somebody that really support our community when it comes to sickle cell. You've
Thank you.
always been there. And for that, I want to say thank you. It's actually, much
Well,
appreciated.
thank you. I
And
appreciate you too.
it's greatly appreciated. I know sometimes we might not be able to achieve what we want to, but that does not mean that I don't appreciate everything that you do and your interest and your hard work and everything that you do. So I just want to give you your flowers and say thank you
Thank you.
very much.
Flowers well received.
Let me let me see. I've got some flowers here. You go,
I hear you.
are you going to are you going to receive my flowers to you?
Thank you very much. Well,
And yeah,
you deserve
I'm
one. You definitely
just to
deserve one.
be, pardon? You said I
You
deserve
definitely
one.
deserve one. You deserve your flowers, though.
Uh, this one now for remove one now, voila. So I can't remove one. Maybe I will go and remove one later for my garden.
Say what?
Thank you so much. For my garden, I will go and remove one.
Okay.
Yes, I will go and remove one flower there that I deserve.
I can imagine.
Thank you so much, Ben. God bless you. I will
Thank
put the
you.
links and all of your information, all of your social media pages, so people can go and support.
Thank you. Thank you
And
so much.
I'm
We'll do.
going to be, I'm going to get my copy, and just know I'm going to do a review. Don't think I'm going to
Thank you.
just
I'm very sure you're going to circulate it too. I'm very sure.
don't think that I'm going to be nice. So when I do my review, I am going to be very honest. I will be very, very fair. Very
The
fair.
book is everywhere, though. It's on
Yeah.
Amazon.
So
Everyone can get it, though. But yeah, I
I'm
understand
going
your
to
point, and we'll sort that out.
yes. Don't worry. I'll do my review live. So whoever has an issue, whoever wants to listen, they better come to my page. And we're going to do it live and direct. Thank you,
All right.
Ben. God
Thank you so
bless you
much.
and my
See you.
regards, family. Bye bye.